The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Nadex Options Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Bull Bear Nadex Options Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. We have the Dow Industrials right now down 105. We get the Nasdaq off 14. S&P's down 10. Gold contract down $4.10, trading at a 12.24 an ounce. Silver down 9 cents, $14.56 an ounce. Light sweet crude off 80 cents, $68.32 a barrel. Notes and bonds, you get the 10-year note up 4.6, 118.02. You got the 30-year bond up 12, 138.03. And King Dollar's up 277 ticks, trading 95.720. The euro is at 114.75 to 1 U.S. dollar. The yen is out here at 112.70 to 1 U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. Tom O'Brien, what's going on?
Good morning. How we doing?
We're doing good, man. We got a break in the weather, folks. Fall is here in Florida. It's a beautiful thing. It's about time. Oh, my God.
It sure is. Totally.
Yeah. 78 degrees out, 75 degrees out, and that is fall in Florida, folks. You got to love it. And it's the first day of early voting, so get out and vote, folks. I don't know if that's
right.
Across the whole country, but I know it's in Florida. So get out there and do your job. That's the bottom line.
Totally,
so,
man.
Market-wise here, bottom line is this market's having a tough time holding price.
Yeah, negative action has started off. I was looking at Tesla. I mean, there's a lot going on. Tesla down, Netflix, I was going to say. Netflix down like 2% plus just everything, staying with the volatility that we've been getting over and over.
Yeah, so Netflix, they're going to push out some money. So Netflix, folks, is pushing out $2 billion of bonds. Okay, so let's say Netflix once again turned into the junk bond market to help fund its program. The world's largest online television network is selling $2 billion in senior unsecured bonds. Netflix will use the proceeds from the offering to continue to acquire and fund new content. The company said in its earnings release last week they expect to burn about $3 billion in cash this year as it continues to prioritize original series and movies. I can't wait to see what the interest rate they got to pay on that. Do you know what I mean?
Yes. Definitely, right.
Because it is amazing, folks, okay, that, now there's two different things that happen with that junk bond market. It's unsecuritized, and so, of course, there's nothing backing it except Netflix name, and that's why the rate of interest is so intriguing as to what a big company can go to the market for and get money for. And, most of the time that's going to be about 10 to 12%. But we'll find out. What blows my mind, Tom, right, is that you've got a company that can grow and that can pay like a 10 to 12% rate. That's like a huge rate, but that's, I can see the other side of it. You have nothing but their word that they can pay you back. You know what I mean?
And what did we look up? Their 3-year annualized growth rate is like at 50-something%, right?
Oh, yeah.
So they can do it.
Yeah.
And the full faith and credit of Netflix is what's behind it, like you're saying.
Right.
And that seems pretty reliable, depending on how far they're going out. How far? What are the terms? Because Netflix isn't going anywhere in 5 years. They're probably not going anywhere in 10 years. Beyond that, who knows what technology and the scope of the internet and content is going to look like. But it's just intriguing, as opposed to, right, the likes of, you have Tesla that put out their bond, what was it, about a couple of years ago at this point?
Yes.
And I think they were able to put it out at like 6 or 7%.
They were. They nailed the market. That was like the frothy deal inside the junk bond. They did. They nailed it. It was like, you got to be kidding me.
We saw it when it happened, and sure enough, those bonds just are getting hurt big time.
Yeah, they were 85 cents in the dollar last time that we looked, which was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
and
that one was really surprising. I imagine that a company like Netflix, pretty close to secure in the near term at least. Once you start going out, that changes, of course. But Netflix is not about to default in the next few years. Whereas Tesla very well may, and Tesla was able to sneak in with 7%. So we'll see what they get on that interest rate. I'll be interested too.
And just so revenue-wise, we're talking about here, folks, and this is what the expansion is phenomenal in Netflix. 2014 cash flow is $5.5 billion. 2018 $15.8 billion. So that is some nice bread. And next year they're looking to do 19.8. You know.
And look at that 3-year growth rate, right? 33.3% or something like that.
Oh, yeah, it's a monster.
Across the board.
Right, right. Across the board. Pretty amazing, man.
It is.
No doubt. The let's take a look at inside the NDX, because now this week here coming, folks, you got lots of numbers coming out. This is like the beginning of some big numbers each and every week for the next 4 or 5 weeks. So inside the NDX 100, the move is out here today. We got looks like Booking.com, which is the old price line. That's up. It's putting. Is that 9 points or 9%? 1 second.
Yeah, that's just on the NDX. They don't give you the point breakdown. It's just the total.
Yeah, that's 9 point. Well, yeah, percentage-wise, I'll go like this first. C-Trip is up. Oh, Asia last night, folks. You know, we went up 3%. The prior day, 4% last night. It's still a dead cat deal, but they had quite a bounce, and you can see it in the NDX 100. C-Trip is up 3.5%. JD.com is up 2.3. NetEase is up 2.1. Baidu's up 1.9. Now, taken away from it, Hasbro. Hasbro's down 5%. Big number.
They come out with their earnings, maybe?
Yeah,
Sorry, go ahead.
What happened is that
they must have, right? Yeah.
They come out. Bottom line is that Toys R Us they took a big hit for Toys R Us.
Okay, that would make sense.
So Hasbro still having trouble dealing with the demise of Toys R Us, whose liquidation contributed to 12% drop in third quarter revenue. 12% drop, big number. Sales in North America, Hasbro's largest market, showing let's see, sales fell.
Says, I was just gonna say they were Toys R Us was the second, what's that say? The toy retailer had been Hasbro's second largest customer. Yeah, so I mean that's pretty remarkable when you put it in that context.
Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah.
Let's see. They're going to cut their workforce at a single-digit presence. Chief Executive Officer said making meaningful organizational changes. Hasbro has felt. So let's take a look at this market. So. Okay, pull this back. This has been on quite a this is on quite a tail like all the other stocks though. This was 2012. You're at $31. You're still at $93. We're still buying toys, evidently.
I guess so.
Yeah, right. I mean, yeah, that's still quite a run. Pretty wild, man. You know.
Yeah.
Inside the Dow Industrials, let's take a look at the strength versus the weakness inside the Dow. You get Apple putting Apple point-wise. Let's do it that way. So. We got Boeing taken away from it 14 points. United Technologies 14. Procter & Gamble 11. Putting points into it. Apple 10 positive. 3M 5. Nike 3. Visa 2.7. So bottom line is that we get volatility out here, man. It's going to be interesting because it's going to be all about what are these numbers, and these numbers going to be able to turn this market. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow right now is down 84. Nasdaq is flat. S&Ps are off 7.5. We'll come right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. If you'd like to be the bank and get the type of interest they receive instead of the low interest rates they give to clients, then I have an investment you may want to take a look at. I'm offering 4-year secured first mortgages on buildable city lots in St. Petersburg, Florida. The investment can be anywhere from $30,000 to $75,000 per buildable city lot. The interest paid is 7% per year, paid monthly. Depending on the investment, the income per month per lot ranged from $175 for a $30,000 investment to $437.50 for a $75,000 investment. If you are in the CD market, you want to look at this investment. St. Petersburg is located in Pinellas County, which is the densest county in Florida. If you're looking for an investment with your principal intact that pays a good interest rate, this may be for you. The supply is limited, so act now. For more information on these secured first mortgage opportunities, you can call me at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow Industrials right now down 134. We get NASDAQ off 13. S&Ps are off 13. And you get a little more acceleration on the way down, Tom.
Yeah. It's early in the day, early in the week. We'll see what happens. Always exciting, man.
No doubt. And so we got a couple questions inside the den here. So I'm inside YouTube, okay? The first one is, I heard an analyst on CNBC saying gold should do very well no matter what the dollar index does during huge deficit spending periods.
And then it was the continuation of, what historical data, because they're the same question. I just want to make sure you got it. And was, how does that tie into when they had that happen maybe during the surplus years of maybe the Clintons, or how that all ties in, right?
Yes. So the fundamental analysis would be, if you have a huge deficit, you have to spend more dollars. More dollars end up weakening, printing more dollars end up weakening the currency. And in this particular case, you can see inside of that the analyst on CNBC saying that, no, you can go higher with a higher dollar index. I would say no. You get a higher dollar, bottom line is that in correlation as to the gold market is a world market. So if we get a higher dollar, bottom line, gold's going to have a tough time going higher. What we do have inside the gold market is pretty cool right now, and this is what you have, folks, okay? 2 weeks ago, there was the largest short position since 2006 in the gold market. There was 145,000 contracts that the CBOE, bottom line, said was still in a short position. And, of course, what ended up happening is that gold went from 1186 up to 1230 in a heartbeat. Now, that doesn't seem like a lot, folks, okay? But guess what? that $50 move, okay, is a monster because you're talking about every point is $100. Okay, so it's a $5,000 move, basically. So what ended up happening last week is that there's still 100,000 short positions inside that market. So if we get any type of movement higher, which I suspect we're going to, you're going to see basically a short rally, short covering rally, that can go pretty substantial, you know. So it's, to me, it's still all about the dollar. You know, if the dollar pulls back, gold's going to go higher. That's how it shakes out. The deficit,
Sure, yeah.
The deficit's definitely a big deal. The deficit has to be paid for. You know, and we'll see how that shakes out. You know, if we take a look at the euro right now, you know, bottom line is still in a consolidation. It's near the lower end. Our dollar's at the higher end. And, you know, when we take a look at the oil market, now the oil market's breaking down out here today, folks, okay? Which is pretty wild, because if we go take a look at oil, you get crude trading down 1%. You're at $68.42. And this baby looks to me like, you know, it wants to run down to the 63. The XLE is breaking down on a weekly basis this morning. And you'll see this is a decisive break. We got
some big moves. I agree. Yeah,
big moves. You know, we were building cause. You know, the XLE has been building cause to break the $72 level. We broke it, and we got into the high volume low. We got into the high of the low. So the low is 64, the high was 72.40. Guess what? We're into it. That's saying that we're going to get down there. So it looks to me that you're going to have a couple different things happening in the gold market. That you get a short position that's very large, that will have to get covered as long as we keep going higher. You have the Iran sanctions that the European Union have already told us they want to get around, and they're going to get around. What they're trying to do with that, more than anything, okay, is to set up a payment system. So the payment system that we all use, folks, is a SWIFT system. When you're wiring money, that's a worldwide system. Listen, gold won't be the whole deal, but that's already a payment system. That's the reality. And when you look at the numbers, you can see that Russia bought more gold than they've ever bought. Pakistan has been buying for a long time. Turkey. And when you look at 2 out of the 3, guess what? Russia, Turkey were having problems, right? Bottom line, they're buying more gold so that they can basically do deals. That's my take on it. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah.
And if they ever, let me tell you something, folks. If gold ever turns into just a small part of a payment system, gold's going to go to the moon. You know, because you know it is a currency. You know, you can make the argument that it hasn't been used for currency for years, but I can definitely see it as a currency for the oil market. You know, just to swap. You know, one commodity for another commodity, and that's where it seems to be shaking out. So it's going to be still about the dollar. And I'll show you something when you get a large short position. Also, the same thing, just that we were at 2006 on the short position in the gold market. Well, the same thing had happened with sugar. It's the market, man, is so like contrary. It's unbelievable. The largest short position in sugar, folks, was also down at the lows in September at $10. Sugar just went from 10.80 to 13.81. You know, it's one of those deals when everyone's on one side of the boat. It's like, how does that happen over and over again over the course of years? Do you know what I mean, Tom? It's like,
yeah,
it's just like, but it does. That's you know, that's what makes markets. That's what it comes down to. Let's go to our man.
Nope, I'm sending you over YouTube questions. We got another YouTube question.
Okay,
there we go.
Cool. So this is our man Paul from Henderson, Nevada. He's looking at CLVS. CLVS. Okay. So. Okay. Biopharma company focused on developing, commercializing anti-cancer agents. They don't tell. Oh my God! Some of these companies crack me up. They take in 23,000 every quarter. The low's $21. The high is 79. And okay, so let's take a look. So you got an ABC down. Your A point on this is 34.60. Your B's 26.30. So approximately $8, which gets you into the $24. No. Oh, yeah, hold it. You got to be careful here, Paul. Yeah. This is already broken. This is already extended an ABC down. Yeah, 8. Yeah, it has. Okay, 1 second. I wouldn't be going short this equity right now because you already have an extension of that ABC down, of the small one. Yeah, I'd be careful here. You know, it's been a one-way trip. There's no doubt. $99 down to $20.92. But I'd be careful. I wouldn't be shorting this baby right here, because when you get, you know, if you waited, what I would actually do, I'd wait here. I don't know whether it's an hour, 2 hours, get a bunch of these 10-minute bars going. If you actually got a rejection of lower price, this thing could bounce back up to 23.57. That's how I kind of look at that, once you get that big extension. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648, and we will get that short interest for you. Let me see that short interest. The short interest on that equity, Paul, is 18.6%. Now, that was as of last night. Could be more right now. Tommy and I come right back.
Jason Path has just launched his weekly newsletter, The Quantitative Edge, available only at TFNN.com. Right now, you can sign up for Jason's outstanding weekly report, including midweek updates whenever warranted, with a 30-day money-back guarantee included, so you have nothing to risk. Jason develops his trade recommendations by creating an ensemble of predictive and mathematical models trained on data by leveraging a variety of techniques, including market-based computer simulations. Jason then combines these sophisticated predictive and analytical models with deeply researched macro outlooks to identify opportunities in a number of different markets for traders to act on. Whether you're looking to trade futures, equities, commodities like crude oil and gold, forex, or cryptos, Jason covers it all. Sign up for Jason Path's weekly trading newsletter right now by visiting the front page of TFNN.com, and you'll find the Quantitative Edge under the Newsletters tab. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live, and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is off 146. We get the Nasdaq down 28.20 rather. S&Ps are off 15. And man, Paul was shot that equity, folks. You know, bottom line, Paul, is that you know, you can put a buy stop in right here. I wouldn't give it anything because I think this thing's going to bounce up into that level, that 23.57. Nice trade, though, man. Big time.
It's a nice way to start the week.
It's oh my God, seriously, right? There's no doubt about it, man. So
hey, how about can I just did you catch some of the football yesterday, man? There was some crazy games. Did you catch Patriots Nation?
I didn't.
Did you?
I was doing open houses.
I know you're always busy on Sundays, man. So the Patriots, they're up 38-31.
Okay.
And who are they playing? I'm so bad. The Bears, maybe?
Yeah, they're playing Chicago, yes.
Yeah, so they're up 38-31, and the Bears have the ball with like 3 seconds left at the 50-yard line, let's call it, or something like that. So the Bears heave up a Hail Mary, and the Bears receiver catches it on the 1-yard line and gets tackled to end the game.
Oh, my God.
I know. Isn't that amazing?
That's sick.
Pretty amazing. I couldn't believe, you know, that your eyes pop out of your head. I happened to be on the phone at the same time, and I was talking to somebody, and they're saying, oh, are you watching the game? And I said, the game's about to be over, you know, unless something crazy happens. Literally is what I'm saying. You know, the game's about to be over. The Patriots are probably going to win. They heave up the ball, catch it on the 1-yard line. Thank goodness they tackle the guy on the 1, and that was the end of the game. There's that pretty crazy. And then the Bucks had a great overtime win themselves, man. They had a nice overtime win here in Tampa, so some good football for sure.
I saw was it the Chiefs? No, I saw the field goal
last night.
I saw the field goal that the poor guy, it would have been a 47-yard, and he probably would have made it, and they got a penalty, and it went to 52, and he hit the post.
There were a couple tough ones, and then you also had I believe it was the Baltimore kicker missed an extra point to tie the game with about 20 seconds left. Missed the extra point right after they had scored a touchdown. So Baltimore ended up losing by 1. Those kickers, ever since they moved back that extra point, it spices things up a little bit.
Yeah.
You never quite know.
Well, now we got to talk about our cousin texted us this morning early, folks, and this is a great story, man. This is like, and I'm telling about Rich Hill.
Yes, of course.
You know, so listen to this story, folks. This is so cool. I got to bring up the text again because I want to get this thing right.
And while you bring it up, I'll tell them. So Rich Hill from Belton, Massachusetts, where we grew up. So great friends with one of our cousins, and even just growing up in the same city, town. You know, I know of Rich. You know, he was always playing hockey. He was playing baseball. But yeah, one of our best cousins is best friends with him, literally.
Yeah.
And quite a story in terms of, you know, everyone goes through troubles in life, right? And including people who make hundreds of millions of dollars being professional athletes. And Rich Hill's one of them, man. He pitched for the Red Sox for a while, had a great run there, pitched for a bunch of teams for a while, and then he had a rough patch, you know, what was it, like 4 years ago about.
Huge rough patch, too. Yeah. I mean, the bottom line is
the league, right?
Yeah, he was out of the league, wouldn't give up. And what was happening, like reading this article here, is that they got him into a relief pitching, folks, and then he couldn't make it. And then he decided that, no, I'm not going to pay attention to you guys anymore, telling me I'm a relief pitcher. Went back and says, give me a shot. He always had been a starter with a curveball. He not only got it going again, but listen to this, man. This gets intense. So after 13 years, he gets a contract with Oakland for 1 year at $6 million. He goes from nothing to $6 million, and then the next year he gets a contract with LA for, is it $48 million?
It was 48, and the kicker in there before that $6 million, though, what happened is that the Red Sox gave him a shot the year before. That's really what that talked about.
Okay.
That, you know, that the Red Sox, when they were completely out of it, signed him, let him pitch for about 4 games. And he did phenomenal.
Yes.
And that's what gave him the opportunity to get the 1 year in Oakland, and then that gave him the opportunity to get the big contract. And he had already had, you know, big contracts. So what's cool about this is that it's, you know, it's not the story of the guy that makes it. It's the story of the guy who makes it again, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know, in terms of you come back and.
And what's not in here, folks, what Matthew is telling us, unfortunately, the year that he was down in the dumps the biggest, his son died, 3 months old.
Yeah.
So simultaneously, all that stuff happened. You talk about a tough kid, man. And so he's coming to Boston. He's gonna pitch the fourth game in Boston. So there's gonna be a lot of people cheering for the Dodgers. I might be one of them, actually.
All right,
release that game.
Careful there.
Hey, listen, man. Yeah.
No, you can cheer for both. You cheer for the Red Sox and you cheer for him, man.
Right.
For a good game,
right.
so.
No, I want the Red Sox to win, but I want him to win that game.
Cheering for him to do well too, man. There's nothing wrong with that. Exactly.
That's quite a story, man.
It is quite.
That is quite a story.
Yeah.
So, market-wise, let's go take a look at this VIX. So the VIX is running out here. Insurance-wise, we're still at, oh, look at this. You're still at 20, man. This VIX ain't going down, man. Look at this. Oh. We get action here, folks. That VIX, you know, we get down to 18.5 today, 18.8. Doesn't want to stay there. You know, so you can expect more volatility. Now, we got big numbers, man. You get Amazon coming out this week with numbers. They're coming out the 25th. So let's go take a look at Amazon right now.
It'll be interesting to see what they say about forward guidance too, man. We have you know, some of the biggest times of the year coming up in terms of what's going to happen at Thanksgiving, right? What's going to happen in the holidays? They got to talk about that, and I'll be interested to see what they say in terms of what's coming down the pipeline for the holiday season.
Because this is what they're looking for, folks. They're looking at taking $57 billion this quarter. Next quarter, 73.
Yeah.
Yeah, 57 to 73. So you're talking about.
And you can see, I mean, that fourth quarter, man, it jumps out as it should. You know, they're a retailer. And between Thanksgiving and Christmas, man, the statistics, and it doesn't apply to Amazon as much as some of the other retailers, but in terms of how much business you have to do during that period of the year to make up for the other parts of the year. You know, it's just crucial to everything. I mean, so they're going to take in $57 billion this quarter, and they're putting in $73.8 for the fourth quarter. Next year, they're supposed to take in $90 billion for the December quarter. I mean, $90 billion in 90 days. $90 billion in 90 days coming next year.
You got to love it, man. It's about as cool as you can get. So, you know, they're coming out, let's see, 25th.
Look at
1 minute.
I was just going to say, sorry, but the earnings per share are staggering too. When they break it down to a quarter, I think it was over $5 just in the quarter for the fourth quarter. And next year, they're looking to make $9 a share just in the fourth quarter. I mean, look at those earnings numbers from fiscal year 2017, $4 earnings per share to 17 this year and 25 next year.
They're going exponential. You can see that. Yeah. You can see that evidently they have it built out, and that looks like an exponential move. There's no doubt. I mean,
once you lay out all that capital, right, it's time to start collecting some of the revenue that you've put all that capital into. And a huge part of it, of course, is the web services. Look at that, you know, in terms of 55% 3-year growth, with $17 billion, and I know their margins are through the roof on the web services. So
pretty amazing. Stay right there, folks. We're gonna have our man Jason Paff coming back with us, and don't forget, folks, you can check out Jason's newsletter right now at TFNN. Just go to TFNN, you'll see it right under featured content, the quantitative edge. Tommy, Jason, myself, we're gonna be coming right back. We have the Dow Industrials right now down 84. Nasdaq turned around; it's in the green by 15. The S&Ps are down 6. We'll come right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now down 54. Nasdaq's up 30. S&Ps are off 3.5. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Jason Path, as we do each and every Monday at 40 past the hour. Now, don't forget, folks, Jason kicks us off every trading day right here at TFNN, 8:30 to 9 o'clock in the morning. Morning market kickoff. He has an outstanding newsletter, The Quantitative Edge. And he's also going to be doing a workshop this coming Thursday, a live workshop for his subscribers. You can get into this workshop. The way you do that, you come over to our website at TFNN. You'll basically subscribe to the Quantitative Edge. You can do that for a month, 6 months, or a year. They all come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. And I can tell you flat out, folks, as we go through this newsletter, bottom line is that you are talking not only lots of trades, but bottom line is that I can tell you from the amount of trades that he has put on versus what he has put off from the beginning, which was a few weeks ago, inside this market, he's up almost 100%. So bottom line, you want a great newsletter, you want to check it out, come to our website at TFNN, come to the workshop. The workshop's going to be a phenomenal workshop. What's going on, brother?
What's up, man?
How you doing?
Interesting market today, huh?
Well, first off, you get quite a record out here, man. I was watching all these trades anyway, but it's like, you know, you're quick with your fingers, man. I like it.
Yeah, well, we're unconstrained. We call it unconstrained global macro, but, you know, we just pick markets that are poised for upside, you know, from coffee to AMD to, you know, whatever it is. We look for opportunity and, you know, we pounce.
You pounce. I like it. There's a tiger. He's pouncing.
Yeah, the thing that differentiates, so, you know, folks hear about quant trading. The thing that would differentiate our strategy in the letter from like a quant fund, and you know this well, is, you know, a fund has some rules. They have some, you know, constraints that they've marketed their fund, and folks have invested under the understanding that, you know, this certain rule-based
parameters,
approach will be taken, right? So what we do is I'll mix 3 and 4 different quant strategies,
okay,
which would normally be 3 or 4 different funds with 3 or 4 different models. And that's really where an up or down or flat markets, a situation, whereas I'm coming at from an individual who understands how to build and manage quant models, but I'm unconstrained in the type of model I can use. So,
yes,
we've talked about like a CTA model that is really built for momentum, that is built for long upward moving markets. It picks and chooses the best sources of momentum and moves up. You've seen CTA models get hit hard in the downturn. Well, we'll just pull back from our CTA models, and maybe we'll look at some long short positions where we're just arbitraging spreads, or we'll look at, global macro has been great for us lately because there's been such dominant themes and volatility. We've been short China. We've seen, China down 10, 15, 20% in some areas. We've been short Chinese real estate. That's not anything that you'd get from a momentum trade. We're just stringing together a series of global variables that illuminate position, and then we pounce. So
pretty amazing, man.
It's an advantage.
So here, let's talk about, what are you going to talk about in the workshop on Thursday?
So we'll talk a little bit about Q4, and we'll see the year landing as a backdrop for kind of some trading opportunities. So we pull a ton of data, as you know, across a variety of sectors, from housing to Brazil and coffee to the U.S. And so we'll talk about some areas that we're teeing up and researching, and provide an outlook over the next 6, 8, 12 weeks headed into the end of the year. And then we'll start to talk about some of these different trading strategies I just mentioned, whether it's systematic global macro and we're trading, maybe it's an FX or broader commodities, or we're trading, what do we see in indices? Do we see any return to momentum? Right now, the answer is absolutely no. And then we'll talk about some of these relative value arbitrage kind of pair trades. I talked on this morning's show about, I really, and I know you may disagree, other folks will disagree based on my thought here on gold, but, long short with copper, gold, not even saying that gold needs to go down to profit, right? But if copper gets a bid and hits to the upside, even if they both move up, we just want to arbitrage the spread and the relative strength. I think copper is going to have LME inventories are low. We've formed support in the mid 270s, and China's about to start buying a Herculean amount of copper. I think that sets up well for copper. I think gold comes in as volatility cools in equity, but on a long short relative value trade, you wouldn't even need that to happen. As long as copper holds its value, you've got upside.
Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool.
That's right.
And so, of course, we got lots of numbers coming out this week, too.
Yeah, some big things this week. You got the ECB globally. You're probably talking more domestically with earnings.
Yes.
Thursday is like, for me, it's like Super Bowl Sunday on steroids, right? We've got like Snap, Twitter, Amazon, huge day on Thursday. It's interesting, Tech's getting a bid this morning heading into this week after what happened to Netflix. It's still happening to Netflix, the full U-turn and now lower. I gotta believe, it's just a guess at this point because I haven't modeled each and every company that we're talking about. I have to believe Netflix's earnings release is as good or better than anybody else's is going to be, and for Netflix to have done a full U-turn and to be lower than they were heading into earnings, I just don't know how that sets up for like an Amazon, which has Amazon slips. They have no margin for error. I mean, it's a pretty sharp elevator right down.
Well, what we just did, what's intriguing here, folks, as Jason's speaking, Netflix was trading at 320 or at 331. It just rejected lower price, man.
Yeah.
and it will have lighter volume than, what it's going against. It looks at, we're going against 63 million. I don't think we're going to do 63 million today. The low of 63 million was 310. 98. It looks like, Netflix been in this consolidation. I think it just, it looks to me like now you rejected the lower end of the consolidation too, so.
Yeah. It's a week ago, they're about where they were a week ago, relatively speaking. Huge earnings. We got up to, I'm watching pre-market, post-market, 390, we hit. I got a buddy with $400 options for expire on Friday calling me, it was nuts. And then all of a sudden it's gone.
Yeah.
Right? It hit, we put stops under Netflix thinking, no way, this thing is going topside. I'm glad we did because we hit those stops still at a profit. But the point is, if you're going into this Thursday, seeing what happened to Netflix, I don't know how you go long. I'm not saying somebody won't go topside and hold it, but it's really hard to tell given the unpredictability with what we saw from Netflix last week, right? Like,
oh yeah.
How do you play Amazon earnings now? They're probably going to be pretty good, but better than Netflix. I I don't know.
Yeah, it looks to me like the market that we're actually in right now, folks, is a trader's market in a huge way. And what that means specifically is that you got to move product out, meaning trades out ASAP. You know, whether you're a bull or a bear, you're getting chances on both sides. You know, just like this morning. You know, you're up, you're down big, now you're up big. I mean, as we were just speaking here, Amazon just went from 1756, we're at 1803. I mean, isn't that wild? I mean, look at this move, folks. This is crazy.
Look at financials. I mean, pretty good earnings, right? And you'd see them pop pre-market. You know, J.P. Morgan does a nice release. They were up. I'm doing the morning show like J.P. Morgan's coming on, and then they're down for the day, right? Like, it's going to be a fun week, man.
You gotta love it. It's going to be a fun week, folks. Come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to go into featured content. You got the quantitative edge. You can subscribe right now, get a great newsletter, as well as come into a great workshop this coming Thursday night. Jason, you have a great one, safe one.
Thanks,
We'll look forward to the show tomorrow morning.
Yeah, wait, man.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools, as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials are right now up 7, Nasdaq's up 62, S&Ps are up 4. Hey, Tom, since we had Jason on, the S&P went up 20 points. The Nasdaq Composite almost went up 100 points. Tom? Okay, I know he's there. We'll find out what happened. Bottom line, folks, is that, yeah, you got quite a turn inside this marketplace.
Sorry about that. I'm back. I was saying, you got me now?
Yes.
My apologies. I had muted myself. So, yeah, I had said, I was listening to Jason, just going over the market with what he was talking about. And you came back here and said the market's up, and I kind of said, whoa, what did I miss there?
Yeah, Jason just brought it up 20 S&P points.
All right.
Now
I'm really interested in Thursday's workshop, if that's how it works. No.
the NASDAQ composite, folks, just went up 90 points in literally 10 minutes, okay? So it's going to be an interesting week out here, there's no doubt. We'll see where the whole baby shakes out.
There's a reason why that VIX is still at 20, right? When markets can move more than 1% in the blink of an eye, there better be some premium priced into the optionality of those products, for sure.
There's no doubt, man. Here, watch. If you look at this NDX 100, folks, this is they were all quite a move. It went from 172.68 up to 175.24 in 30 minutes. We're on the third bar right now, so it's actually 20 minutes.
Crazy.
Pretty cool, man. That's the kind of market you like, folks. That's the kind of market I like, anyway.
Oh, totally. If they're listening to our program, they probably want some volatility, man, for sure.
And coming into the next hour, folks, we get our fast market from TD Ameritrade, Kevin Hanks, Tom White, and then, of course, we'll go into Mr. Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back this afternoon. Have a great one, pal. Have a safe one.
Thanks, man. You too. Love you.
Folks, stay right there. We get fast markets coming back. Don't forget about Jason. Check it out. It's an amazing newsletter. It's going to be a great workshop. Wow! Go get them, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.